Hello and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully everyone can join tonight. We'll see. We'll kind of hang out for a second and see who all can show up. Just for a few seconds. Sorry, I'm eating. Sorry. We have been so busy. I was going to try to put her in here for a minute. I kind of redid my setup, so I can't really put anything behind me anymore. Because I moved back towards the wall. Hey, Lenora, how are you? I am so glad to see you. So glad to see you. Hey, Lori. Be editing, so I won't be super chatty. Hey, you are perfectly fine, Lori. Perfectly fine. I'm just happy to see you. So I hope you're doing well. And everything's going great for you. I've been able to catch a few of your things here and there, but I'm not always chatty either. I don't always say anything, so, but I just appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Okay. I was gonna kind of show what I've been making real quick. I did do a short, and some people got to see it, some people haven't, whatever. But yes, I think I have an obsession. I have a new obsession, and I'm not minding it. And I'm kind of altering as I go too. So I'm finally getting better. Had a rough go with migraines for a couple weeks. I know. And oh, I was praying for you, Lori, because that's just not fun. And you know, allergy season and stuff too doesn't help with that stuff. I know with me in the past, that had a lot to do with some of my stuff too. Thank you, Jesus, I don't have to worry about that really anymore. I don't really have any problems anymore. Every now and then, but something will try to get me. But yes, I'm very glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that. So this is what got me started. My little Evie. So absolutely love her. Look at her. Just look. I think it's a her. I don't know. I'm calling it her. I don't know. I'm not that educated on this stuff. I just think I'm getting educated. But look at that. Those eyes. I am so glad I went ahead and purchased these eyes because I really didn't know about them. And I will say some of these eyes stink though too at the same time. Some of the backs on some of them that are so curved in the back, there is no way that thing is ever going to clasp. So they're probably going to get shipped back because my bigger eyes that I got that were bigger than these, I think they're a 40, and they're probably going to get sent back because there is no way it's ever going to do anything. Oh, thank you, Lori. So this is what kind of got me started because I've been looking for an Evie pattern, and I found some that were free, but I didn't like them as well. So I found this, and I need to put up the link for this in my description, and I apologize I did not get that done. So anyway, I started off with this. Well, then of course you get into all the evolutions. So I found another pattern from a gal that has the miniatures of the evolutions. Nope, but they get you to buy a tool to put them in. well, I already have one of those squisher things, those whatever things, but is that what you're talking about? To like press them or whatever? I ain't buying it. I already got one. And I might be able to get it to go. I don't know, but right now, yeah, the one I had, no, they're still not working. I still can't get them to squish. So anyway, I'm not even gonna try to say what any of these are. Well, because I'm gonna get them screwed up. But I did this one. And I'm only doing them in the miniature. I'm not doing them big. I cut it down in size. Because I really want smaller in these versions because I have big versions then, or like medium to big size versions. And then I did this one, which I think is really cute with the different colors. And that one. And then this one I think it's a takeoff of like Leafy. I say Leafy, but, and I went ahead and did it because the pictures that I saw, he was kind of more of a yellow with the green and brown and stuff. So that's what I went with. Then we have this one, and I love his little tail, his little mermaidish fish tail. And then I did this one. So those are all my miniatures. So I did go ahead and get a Squirtle done. I got him done. And guys, I didn't show his tail on my short that I did. I about did a short on the tail. Are we playing Pokemon? Well, no, we're not playing it, Travis, but we're showing some stuff. So I almost did a short on this one because this stinking tail, I wasn't paying attention. Nothing. It was turned around. It was like, oh, I can make it work. No, you can't make a squirrel's tail work backwards. So I got him fixed. I got his tail fixed. So we did that. And then, of course, I had to make another one. So this is my next one. This was a pattern I found off of Etsy as well. The Squirtle was one that I found off of Etsy. This one and this one right here and the Squirtle are by the same maker. Again, I'll have to try to link them. They're on Etsy. They were pretty reasonably priced. I think some of these were even marked down 50% off possibly. And the patterns have been good. All of these patterns that I have right here, I am so happy about. So I'm definitely going to share them if anybody's interested because they've been amazing patterns. Bringing my stuff done. And Travis, yes, your stuff is done. I have had so much going on. And I do apologize that I have not got back to Cindy. I saw that she had emailed me last night, but she had probably been a few days even since she'd emailed me. I don't know. But I do have your stuff. So tomorrow I should have time with the wait, because our post office time, whenever we get up and leave, it's closed. When we get home, closed. So, anyway, tomorrow it should work out fine that I can get to the post office and get them shipped tomorrow. So I will get Cindy emailed back and let her know the pricing, and we'll be on our way. So, hey Nala, how are you? Or Kate. So I hope everything's going great for you, Travis, so far. And then I had a free pattern that, of course, I'm trying to get through all my Pinterest free patterns too. So I know I wanted to do birds. I wanted to do birds this month so bad, but then with everything that some of the news that I'm going to share with you here shortly is why I haven't been doing birds. So anyway, because I've been working on other stuff other than the Pokemon stuff too. So, but anyway, this was another one of my free patterns of the bearded dragon. And this was a bearded dragon that they made out of just acrylic worsted weight for yarn. And I was like, you know what? I can make him out of the plushie. I'm going to go for it. And so I did. I used 2 different colors, of course, and then the other underside, because this does kind of remind me a little bit that this top color is a little bit darker than what the boys' bearded dragons are, but it still kind of reminds me of that. So they'll probably end up getting this. I'll probably end up gifting this to them because I was going to make 2 little ones, and I may have to make a second one of these because I think they're gonna enjoy it. So I'll probably, and another one's in the future probably for them. So hey Sammy, how are you? Okay, sounds good. I think she's going to leave her going across the pond right after the 20th. Okay, well she should get it before then. I would certainly hope, I'm gonna pray that she gets it before then. I'm good, just been weed eating all day. Oh my goodness, Travis. Oh, I'm glad that you're doing well, Sammy. And hope that Sammy is doing good too. And then I attempted, because someone asked me if I could make these kind of hats. Well, I was like, well, I can make hats. This, oh my gosh, we were watching America's Got Talent last night, and I had to rip these ears out. Don't know why. I haven't, there's nothing that's anything on these, but these ears, I had to rip them out twice. And this ear too, I mean, I wanted it, I should have turned it a little bit more, but it is what it is. I'm not ripping it out again. But even just doing these, it was like, what am I doing? You would have thought I never crocheted a day in my life. But I think it was because I was watching TV too, and very much more so watching TV than paying attention to these things. So, anyway, I made the hat. So, don't know if they'll like it or not. We'll see. But I still have to put his little ring on the front yet. I tried to attempt that earlier too. Would have thought I never sewed anything to the front of nothing before either. And so it got put away. So this got stuffed right back in. And it probably won't get done until maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So I was sitting there and I was like, am I even supposed to be making you? I don't know, because I'm feeling like I don't know. So at least I did it and I stuck with it and I got it fairly well. So now if I do it again, maybe it'll go just easy peasy. I don't know. Oh my goodness, it's hot to do that. Yes, he is. He's squirrely at the moment. Oh. Yes, it is so stinking hot right now, isn't it? And I said I wasn't going to complain because I was so ready for summer to be here. So ready for it to be here. And now it is. But like with all Illinois weather, that's what happens. You go from winter to very short spring with a lot of rain and you can't enjoy it to boom, 100 degrees. So, and that's basically what it's been being, and it's just so humid, so humid. It's 83 here at the moment. It's probably still, everybody's still in the 80s here too, I wouldn't doubt. It's still very humid. And we're supposed to be getting storms eventually. So I don't know if it's still supposed to possibly storm a little bit later this evening, but I know we're supposed to be kind of mindful and watching for tomorrow. So you do need rain there. Well, we have water standing. The creek was out down here by us and stuff. So I wish I could send you some of ours. So, because it just came down so fast the other day, so much so fast. Oh, Laura, how are you? Glad to see you. I am doing great. Thank you. I hope you're doing great as well. So happy you're here. In beginning spot storms and none here, just all around you. Oh, wow. Yeah. Good. I'm glad, Laura. I'm glad you're doing okay. And thank you. Yeah. And there's been a field or two around us that they've had to, replant. And so now the corn, is a little bitty guys now, but it won't take it long if the weather behaves itself. It won't take that corn long to catch up a little bit. So is anybody working on anything fun or exciting or anything out there? I've done all my showing for what I have for right now. I have other stuff too, but some of that is not here. But excuse me. But I was going to touch on yarn, on the plushy yarn, because I've been running the gamut, and everyone feel free to share your opinions as well, because I've been running the gamut of just trying to find what I really would like to use just across the board. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to find that. There's other yarn. I mean, I'm finding that there's maybe 2 different yarns that I'm pretty pleased with for the most part. And I'm still very much a fan of the Bernat baby blanket yarn. And I keep saying yarn, but plush or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to call it yarn for the sake of whatever, because I'm just going to keep calling it that. I know I am. So if y'all don't call it that, I'm calling it. And I don't know what else to call it. So I did. I ventured out into Premiere more. I have used Premiere before, but not like the Parfait Chunky. I sent yarn a picture to show Travis. Or sent me a picture to show Travis. Okay. But I hadn't used the Premier Parfait Chunky. I've used the Just Chenille. I've used the Just Yarn. But I hadn't really dove into the Parfait Chunky. So I thought, you know what? They accepted me as an affiliate type thing or whatever. And I'm like, if I'm going to do that, and then I need to be checking out their stuff a little bit harder and a little bit more. So I did, and I'm glad I did. I am working on an emotional support pickle and a queen size blanket that will go to a domestic violence shelter for a welcome home basket. That's awesome, Lori. Awesome. Oh, that's funny, Lenora. I said yarn, so you put yarn instead of you. That's funny. That's great. So far, the Parfait Chunky, I have absolutely loved it. I am not gonna lie. Oh well, thank you, Nicole. But there are still some colors in the box I got that I have not used yet, so I'm still being mindful. But I'm going to tell you right now, with what I have been using as far as the Premier Parfait Chunky, it's what I made my Evie out of. And her body anyway. Now, this right here, I'm trying to remember if it was, I think it's the Bernat. Or it could be, possibly, I think, honestly, to tell you the truth, I think it's the, one of the Big Twist Posh Chic. And I'm going to be talking about that too. But honestly, so far, with the way I've been able to crochet with this and to sew with this to attach things, I have no complaints right now. Lenora told me to be mindful, and to be careful if I do have to rip anything out or whatever. And I've not really had to rip anything out. There's been a little bit, there was, but I was careful about getting it and it worked fine. This acorn color has been great. So I would definitely continue to buy it for me. I haven't noticed it like having stuff coming off or like naked string coming out or whatever. Because I was on high alert for this because I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to be watching because I might get through the skein and it's gonna be like I have not had any of that with any of the colors that I've used, and I've used this for Evie, and then for this one, Charizard, or whatever his name is. Anyway, I used the Parfait Chunky for his body, and then this is the old Posh of the yellow. The white on here is Bernat Baby Blanket. And this orange worked like a dream, just like this did. I didn't have any issues with it at all either. And I've even worked with the green on this one that was Parfait Chunky, and it did fine as well. Now, to get into this big twist. I am not happy. I am not happy at all. This, I'm going to use it. I'll use it. But I'm just going to have to be extra mindful because sometimes I get to go like a dream and not a bad, yes, Charmander, Charizard, whatever. And it's like, I don't even remember. I get those two mixed up all the time. That's that soft stuff, ain't it? Yes, it is, Travis. Thank you. So, with my first shipment that I got that was through Premier, I ordered Big Twist. The Big Twist I got from there ended up being this Posh Chic. Never heard of the Posh Chic before. Never heard of Posh Chic before. I'll get back to her. The second order that I made, because these were during sale times, and I was like, I need to stock up because I am like out. So while I'm making a Premier order, I'm gonna see, because their Posh was on sale at the time too, I believe. So I went ahead and ordered it, thinking that it was going to be like this. So I went ahead and I ordered the whipped cream, is what this is. And it's just not good. I mean, I went to make these bows for this one. And this is what one skein kept doing to me. I mean, and I wasn't even touching it hardly. I wasn't nothing. So just be mindful of whipped cream whenever you do get just the Posh. And with just the Posh, I mean, it is so just like nothing. It's just like so thin. It's way thinner than what the original was. Way thinner. Charizard yes, he does have, yes. Yep, he does. I have one that I have in a bag in there that I haven't got him all the way put together yet. Chameleon is the middle one. He has a ridge thing on his head. Yes. And I've seen all the evolutions of all those too, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. So anyway, super duper thin. Super duper thin. I mean, it's like I feel like I should be buying it at Dollar Tree. I'm just really disappointed. I mean, and this skein is a different skein. So it could be that it's just a bad skein. I don't know, because I was sitting here pulling on this to see what it would do, because with that other skein, I would have done this and it just would have snapped. So this is a skein that I pulled out just to show you guys from the box. So maybe I'll get lucky and the rest of my whipped cream will be fine. But I just want y'all to be mindful. So that's my review on that one. This one, the Big Twist Posh Chic, love it. Absolutely love it. To me, it's more like the old Posh. It's a little bit thicker. It doesn't feel super flimsy. It kind of is a cross between what the old Posh was with just a tinge of the baby yarn, of the baby blanket, Bernat baby blanket, a little bit. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I would use it all day. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. But I don't recall ever seeing it at a Michael's. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to have to investigate Premier and see if it is something that they just always had, because I don't remember seeing it on the Hirschner site. So I don't, that Parfait Chic, I really, really like it. Now, this is a new ball that I got out of the bag too, or the box, so then I could show y'all. And it's the blue. And I need this blue so bad for Christmas time. I'm doing a show in July, and the college that's in that town, I'm trying to get some of their mascot type stuff kind of made, and so I needed this color blue. I went to use it to make, yeah, one of them that I was just talking about that I'm gonna botch the name, so I'm not even gonna say. I got these wings done because they're supposed to be kind of like a real deep blue. So I got these wings done. This was shedding all over me. I mean, you barely do anything and it's just slides off. It just slides off. So, I mean, I was just a sea of blue. Now, is it pretty? And does it work up decent? Yeah, it works up decent as long as you can keep it on the line, on the thing. And it's really weird. And you guys are not going to be able to tell. But it's really, the texture of it is really weird. It looks like it has lines through it or something almost. It looks corduroy-ish. It almost looks like a pipe cleaner, but on a string. It looks like a pipe cleaner. And so as soon as I saw it, it was like, what's up? What? None of the rest of them look like that. And this is a Big Twist Posh. Now, do I love the color? Yeah, I do. And so I'm just hoping that it pans out. Maybe I don't know, but I'm saying it wants to shed. It wants to shed like crazy. So, but again, do I like how it worked up? Yeah, I do. But so what I know for sure is that I probably will continue to do and use the Premier Parfait Chunky. I'm sure I'm going to run into something at some point, you know, but right now, my dear Posh it still isn't what it used to be. And I don't know why. I don't know. But we all know too, towards the end, you know, when Joanne's was leaving, you know, everybody has said they noticed a difference in the Posh quality. So, yes, Laura. And it is normally, Lori, the posh is normally awesome. That's what I've always used. I mean, that's what I started out using whenever I first started using, to make amigurumis and stuff. And for the most part, I mean, I still have some of the old posh. So I'm grabbing the old posh. Oh, I miss it too. I miss it too. Hey, Roman! Hey, just wanted to pop in and say hi real quick. I got to go out to dinner. Just wanted to tell everyone I'm still alive and hope everyone's doing okay. If y'all aren't, I'll pray for y'all. I'm doing good, Roman, and I'm so glad that you're still alive and that you popped in to, check in with us. Thank you. And I'll take some prayers, you know. You can pray for me. What I want to know is what did they do with all the money I gave them? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the old posh was amazing, wasn't it, Lori? It just was. And I'm not saying that all of it's gonna be yucky now, but it just doesn't seem like it's really getting any better, you know? So I'm hoping that it was just a fluke and that this skein is going to be okay for the most part. I know that every now and then you're going to find something. I know that. But when that last skein of whipped cream was just falling apart all over me, I mean, I was barely doing anything with it. And so I did. I had to switch to a different, I mean, I think I found a little bit of the original posh to do her bows with and got it finished. So, but this here, I love this color. It just is amazing. And I'm going to hang with it. I'm going to have to use it and just hope for the best on it too. And even with some of this, with it being so tiny, it still can be good, hopefully, to make like my critterlings and my other little critters and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, I just kind of wanted to give everybody a heads up on kind of some of what I've been using and everything. I mean, because I'm still going to use the Bernat sometimes for some of my stuff, especially if I do want to make them a little bit bigger, And I really have found that the Bernat baby blanket has been really good for that. Well, you enjoy your dinner tonight, Roman, and hopefully we'll get to catch up more and more here soon because I thought it was the 16th, but it's going to be the 18th. And things will change. Things will change drastically come the 18th, after the 18th. And I'm trying to think of what the 18th even falls on. I thought there was a calendar up there, but there's not. So, on to the next thing. And the reason why I haven't been doing birds and trying to get some other stuff done. I did this year. I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know, as far as like markets and things. I really didn't have a lineup of a lot of markets. My one market that I used to do several times a year, the last year and a half, almost 2 years, they're not doing as many this year. So, but I'm still going to do those markets, what they will be offering, because there is one for going back to school. And then I think the Christmas one. That's the only other two that they're doing this year. So I am going to still go ahead and do that, I think. I had my sights set on doing covered bridge, but that is going to be put on hold probably. And not because I don't want to do it, but I'm being led in a different direction. And I wondered if that wouldn't happen just for the fact of like being willing to still, work, grow my business, whatever it took, having something to look forward to even still. And so I'm hopeful that we can do it maybe even next year, because of some other things too that are going on. It's just going to be harder financially for me, I think, this year to be able to do it. So we're going to go for 2027 instead of 2026. And that's okay. I'm okay for that, because it's still a goal. It's still an ambition. It's still a goal. And I would still like to do that. So for right now, we're still crocheting to the covered bridge, but not in 2026. It'll be 2027. So there's that. And then I did do a farmer's market, and that went very well. And that was, 2 weeks ago-ish? Yeah, it would have been 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago. A week ago this past Saturday. And I did pretty well at that one. I was really surprised. So more time to save up, and maybe I can do it with you. Yes, Lenora. Yes. Because I really have been praying. I have been praying over it. And even though it's a goal and whatever, there was nothing that I felt that there was a push. And I was just resting in it to see, because like I said, there might be something else that comes of it that leads me. And I believe that's kind of what's happening. So, anyway, what happened at that market was pretty amazing. I made some connections there, and I have been asked to be a part of a business that is located near me, where your people were, Lenora. And I'm sure I'll have shorts or something in regards to it. But so I have been invited to do that. I have been asked if I would be willing to be a part of, maybe putting some of my things in there if I want to, and whatever. So we're kind of talking about that and getting some things kind of settled with that. Well, then in the meantime, in the same town, because there'll be two different avenues, two different styles of what I'll be doing. So the other place came about, I found out about it, they had it posted. So I thought, well, I'm going to call about it, or not call, but message the people about it. So I'm going to have a permanent booth at another location that's in that same town. So with me not having as many markets and stuff, I'm hoping that will be something, with it being in a very busy, trafficked, touristy type situation, that hopefully I can, have some income flow from that as well. So, and with me being in two different locations, two different kind of genres of two different kind of areas of things that I enjoy crocheting, hopefully that will sustain me and take care of not having so many markets. So I think that's exciting. We did go today and set up at the one. I don't have it all the way set up though. I kind of got my base done and put out a few things, and I still do need to price some things and get over there and set up. So I'm not out a whole lot, and that's one reason why I did it, because I was like, if I try it for a month and I get my money back, we'll see. I don't know. And yes, please pray over it. Pray over me. Pray over it, Laura. And because I'm still praying over it, and even today before we went, I was like, Lord, this isn't supposed to happen, and even with the other place that I, have made connection with, If it's not supposed to happen, show me if it's not supposed to happen. Um, so anyway, we did get the mostly set up and everything. And really, like I said, financially, I'm not out hardly anything. I was really surprised. I am for a whole entire month, I'm paying what I would pay for a weekend at one of my markets for the whole month. So Whitney agreed with me too. He was like, it's not going to hurt anything to try it, sell a few things and make your money back, we'll see, how it goes. So I'm not really out anything, as far as that goes financially. It's going to be worth trying to do it, Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that very much. So, but the next one, they are not open yet. And so they're hoping that they will get open this month. So I'm trying to get some things done to send that way. So, and believe me, I have enough stuff crocheted that I can supply. And I am keeping things back because I do have like I said, I have the Christmas in July market coming up, and it's not until like the second, third week in July. And then I did go ahead and sign up for another market that is an outdoors one. There's no fee for it at all, but it is for like a Jeep Run benefit type thing. So it's not till October though. So I'm hoping that the weather will be decent. We'll see. I do have my brother's tent that, we've been able to kind of mess with it and stuff, that it would probably be okay to use. So I do have a few markets and stuff, but then also, like me and Whitney were talking, if this does work, between the two venues, what we spend over a weekend of going to the market, traveling there, our gas, our fees, if we eat, because sometimes we eat every day that we're there, or I pack stuff the majority of the time, though, I really do. But our favorite restaurant is at the one place, in the area where we usually go, So, we at least have to eat out once to, go there and enjoy that. So I feel like we're saving some money maybe doing it. I don't know. So we'll see. So that's what I was going to ask everybody, and everybody has been, praying and stuff. So, or saying that they would. So I would appreciate prayers and covering of me, of making good decisions. And if there's something that's not right, it be shown to me. And, I'm not afraid to try. I'm not afraid to try. I never have been. It's one of those things that, and it's so weird because for so many people, that's the one thing that they are so afraid of. And so other things that other people aren't, and think that it's, but that's just it. Everybody's different. So everybody has their own things, So, hey, Patty, how are you? Froggy, did she show your picture? I have not yet because I've been talking. She told me that she sent me an email, so. Okay, here's the giraffe. Oh, that's cute. Here's the giraffe. Cute little dress. So I think that's adorable, Lenora. Oh, I am so happy that you're great, Patty. Isn't it, Patty? It is stinking adorable. So yeah, I have exciting stuff, and so the main reason really is that I just need prayers. I need prayers to just, to keep me keep me in safety, you know, and not that, and because there hasn't been anything questionable right now, you know, there's not been anything um that I worried about or, you know, have second guessed or questioned too much or anything. So, um, right now I think it's the right way to go. So we'll see, because that's what I told Wendy. I was like, what I'm doing is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I've always wanted to do. So the other pattern did not work up the way I wanted, so I changed to that one. Okay. It's still cute. Hold on, I'm going to take a bite. Your grandson is busy with his amigurumi with the yarn you ordered him. Ah! Landon has 8 things done, and Nana has 1 leggy frog. That's great. Go, Landon! That's awesome. Oh, and then, because the mascot is a panther, I wanted to make like some bag, you know, like bag charms or keychains or something. So I found a paw print that I'm just doing double-sided that it is working up really cute. So I'm doing 2 different because it's blue, gray, and black and some white. So I thought I would do them in different styles, you know, do a few of them, see how they go. And then I'm trying to find like stuff to kind of do a line-ish kind of theme. I mean, like color theme, not anything line-eye. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I found a really cute football blanket, but I don't think I'll get that done. I really like to do it, and I know it can work out pretty fast. But I really need to focus on making sure I have stuff like for gift giving and stuff too, kind of, because it's Christmas in July. So if it's not a bother, please pray for me too. The risk is low for it to be anything, but I have some medical tests this Friday afternoon. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, Sammy, I will definitely be praying over you. Definitely be praying over you for comfort and, you know, for just, you know, for you not to be anxious. For a 10-year-old, he has amazed me. Aw. That is so fun, Patty. Because that isn't that just great and awesome and great though that you guys can do that together. That's great. So yeah, not a problem. I will be praying. I will be praying. That's awesome. Johnna will have some things in Australia too. We will make sure you all get video clips. I just think that is just awesome. I look forward to it. I told Lenora, I said we can live vicariously through Cindy for a little bit. Because it'll be fun and exciting to see what all she gets to see and do and stuff. I'm looking forward to being able to watch her there. But I am honestly going to try to get some birds made this month. I have got a few that I put up. I don't remember. No, I did. I think I did. I think I've got all the birds so far that I've made. I have put up on shorts. I need to get chickens made. I'm down to 2 chickens. So, and I probably should do some more chicken keychains, like the smaller, chickens, the plushy ones, because I think I'm down to like 2 or 3 of them. So, y'all might be getting chicken shorts. Yes, I did. It's right here. I'm gonna take it over um to my booth. I don't have all there's a couple of ends I haven't got in yet, and what I had thought about doing, I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it. But yeah, I got it done. And it's, oh my gosh, this is so funny. It's, and I was almost tempted to keep it, but so yeah, I I didn't end up taking it to the farmer's market. And really, I didn't I'm okay with that. I was gonna say those are ramen, well, basically ramen noodles, but they're the rice noodles, but ramen. Oh, my nose itches. Okay, we'll see you later, Travis. Thanks for popping in. I finished my camo blanket and now I'm doing a bright blanket. Oh, the camo blanket. Wow, yeah. That reminded me about Kelsey had a picture of Mr. Ryan when they went on their trip to Kentucky. They took pictures of him in different places to show him when they got back. Oh. If that barbecue sauce is done, you might as well throw it away. The new Stitch Soak Scrub yarn makes nice scrubbies. Never heard of it. I haven't ever heard of that. Who makes it? I don't think I've heard of it anyway. Oh, Lion Brand. Okay. Yeah, I've not ever tried it, so I don't know. That would be something to try. I have stuck with using the one from Hobby Lobby. The Red Heart nylon cord. Okay. I know different ones that use that. I've not, I don't think I've ever have. If it has, it's been a while. Nylon chain. Okay. Because now what I've been doing with my scrubbies, because I actually can, I use them to like wash like vegetables and fruit and stuff like that too. Like your, like from the garden, like your zucchinis, washing off your tomatoes, your peppers, I mean, whatever. Um, so I've been advertising them as dish and veggie scrubbers. And what I've been doing is taking two discs now and sewing them together to make them a little bit more durable and thicker and kind of hold them better. So Walmart carries it, but super limited colors. It's also good for phone bags. Okay. I usually use Red Heart Scrubby. Okay. Yeah, I've had really good luck with this one from Hobby Lobby. And I sell a lot of scrubbies usually. Um, I just did two of each color that I set out though at my booth for right now. I have a bunch made, but I don't want to put them all up there just in case. I mean, I don't think they're just going to all sell like overnight or anything, but I would like to keep some back, to take for my next market in July. So you did two discs and crocheted them together too? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been doing with mine now. It used to be that I just did the one disc, and I sold them pretty cheap because really, I mean, but even still now, they're pretty, I mean, even having two discs sewn together, I did raise the price, but they're still decent price. So these would be good to scrub your hands and feet. Oh, yeah. You know what I want is one of the, and I see them, but I'm like, oh yeah, I would get it, and then it wouldn't be what they said. It wouldn't be what they said it was. Those mats that you put in the shower where you can, like scrub your feet on them. And I just look at it and I think, oh my gosh, that'd be so good. It feels so good on my feet, and all the suds and squishy and soft and whatever. And I know I'd be disappointed though. It wouldn't be what I was anticipating. How many discs can be worked with one little skein of scrubbing yarn? Oh my, I get quite a few. I mean, to me, I feel like I get quite a few out of one. I'm trying to remember for just individual discs. I think out of one thing, I think I was getting like 8. I think it was 8 because I think now I'm able to get 4 larger scrubbies, 4 or 5. I can't remember now. So actually, for the discs that I'm making, they're not real big, but by the time you do sew them together, but they're big enough to clean with and like wash your dishes and things like that. But whenever I go to sew them together now, it does bulk them up a little bit, because I just whip stitch around the outside. I hand stitch, whip stitch it on the outside, and it doesn't take very long to do. Because I can get those out like in no time. That's something super fast and easy. I even did some scrunchies today. I was like busting them babies out today too, because I wanted to get some school colors for the town over, like I said, for where I'm putting this. And so I crocheted up a few just different school colors. Yes, they are. I agree, Laura. They are so much better than the store bought. I did 4 and I haven't even made a dent in this skein. I slip stitched mine together. Yep. Does using a knitting machine by hand count as a workout? It probably feels like one. It probably feels like a workout. That's one thing I've never had. I've never had a knitting machine. I've never, ever had one. And I'm not going to say never have one. I'm not going to say that I'll never have one, but right now I don't plan on it. And I didn't plan on getting a yarn winder either, but there's just something so satisfying about that yarn winder. And the other day I was trying to figure out a way to connect it to my coffee table because I wanted to sit there and wind some yarn. But I didn't do it. I didn't try because I was like, no, it's just going to fall off. And I didn't want to come here and sit at the table to do it. So, so with this poncho that I put up as my short earlier, I think it was, did I do it last night or this morning? I don't remember. This poncho here is all of that scrap cotton. That's legit scrap little balls of cotton. So I still have plenty more. So I'm probably going to make another one. But I think with it, I'm going to start out. I think I'm going to do kind of shades of neutral, like browns and stuff. And I like it both ways, styled both ways. This is my favorite way, but so this one would be going to my booth. I kept it home today because I wanted to show it this evening, but it's going to go on my mannequin. So I am going to have enough room to be able to put my mannequin and take my wearables there. So, because a lot of my stuff for this booth will be like my kitchen stuff, my wearables, um, like the keychains and stuff like that, and some of the plushy stuff. Um, so yeah. Oh yeah, it's yeah. I mean, and it's a top down work, and then yeah, it has the 4 points on it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Laura. Oh, thank you, Patty. And I've been wanting to do an all cotton poncho for spring this year. Um, because I think I used all yarn last year to do all my ponchos, the worsted weight yarn. So I was like, this will be perfect. So I sat down one day and I was like, this is what I'm working on today. I'm just going to keep going until I get to the end of whatever. And so, yeah, I had it done in a day. I mean, it took me a bit, it took me a while, but um, this was an all day project, basically. I think it took me about 6 hours maybe to make. I don't remember now. Um, and then I think I did go on and start some plushy stuff and whatever, just some smaller stuff. So, trying to keep up with all the stuff. That would be nice for when the AC is a bit nippy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's what I was kind of thinking too. Oh, and I think it took me forever, Laura. So, but yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking because there's even sometimes whenever we go out to dinner or something too, or even at church, I'm sitting there, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit chilly. So this could be something you could just take because I mean, it has all the colors in it, whatever. And you could just take it along with you just for, those types of things, even in the movie theater. And I used to always think of, people coming in with their little, little blankets and stuff, their little little throw blankets and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of turning into one of those people. Because, well, and for one thing, for the one movie theater that we don't go very often, but I have went by myself, or even just with my best friend. We've went a few times. But those chairs are so comfy. They've got the big cushy, like over, like recliny type, and it's like, oh, if I had my pillow and a blanket, this would be lovely. I made a poncho in the Emerald Energy Peaches Cream Cotton. Oh, that would be pretty, Laura. That would be really pretty. Theater chairs are so fancy now. Oh, yeah, they are compared to back in the day. Now it's like luxury seating to go watch a movie. Almost like you're on your couch. Yes, Laura. Oh my, I just looked it up. Using a knitting machine burns anywhere between 70 to 120 an hour based on weight and speed. And if you're using your shoulder, oh my gosh, had to make some more. There you go. You're getting a workout. You're getting a workout, girl. Okay, Laura. Well, I'm glad that you stopped in and hang out with us for a while. I'm not going to be on much longer. I was only going to probably be on here about an hour tonight, so because I have to get up at 4. So you did the poncho in rounds and not 2 rectangles, correct? Yes. It's done in the round. Yep. Yeah, from top down round. Yeah, top down round. Super easy. Super easy. And again, it was in my description on my short, I may have put the pattern in it, but it was a free Pinterest pattern that I've had in my Pinterest forever. Like I said, I'm trying to get through all those too. Um, I was gonna look here and see if I could find it real quick. Where's my Pinterest? There we go. I think my tablet got updated because it looks different. Something. Oh, and I made another, it's a bucket hat style, but I made it to look more like a sun hat. So I'd use 2 strands of cotton because I'm just really trying to get some of the cotton used up that I know that I don't really have anything set for necessarily. Okay, where's it at? Oh, I think it's called Simple Summer Poncho is what it's called. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yes, Simple Summer Poncho. And I think it's by Crochet and Crafts, I think is what it's by. Yes, it's done by Crochet and Crafts. It's on Pinterest. It's free, super easy. Um, it's all of this is treble. She's out of frame. All of these right here are treble crochet, kind of the meshy parts and stuff. And then these are half doubles, I believe, in between. So yeah, it works out pretty quick. Um, this is what it looks like on Pinterest. Uh-oh. Oh, I would. Yeah, it is my favorite. I do like it like that. That is my favorite. I wear ponchos both ways, but I tend to like them the rectangular way. And I did do that one, what was it, last year? Well, it would have been a year ago this past winter. I did that rectangular one with the granny square flowers at the bottom, but it was done in the worsted weight yarn. Well, I appreciate that compliment, Patty. Thank you. So yeah, I have plenty of scrap yet. Plenty of scrap that I know I can make probably another one, and I would like to do some of the browns, and I didn't get any purple in this one. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't. And I have some purple and lavender that I would like to use up that I have left over from some things that I know I'm not going to use it for anything else probably. So, any more t-shirts? I don't know. I don't know. I have my t-shirts. I don't know when. I do have t-shirts to get done, but they probably will get taken over to the booth if everything works out with being there and everything. I would really like to get some more to take over there. My chicken one is going over there. Um, the Christmas one I still have too. The chicken one and the Christmas one I still have. So as far as like for the poncho style t-shirt, ones, it'll go with me in July probably. So, but yeah, they're fun to make. They're very fun to make. But I guess yeah, it's just I need I wish I no, I don't wish that I was, but it'd be nice if I had all the arms and arms with hands, you know, like an octopus. I need about eight hands, arms, whatever, to get everything done that I want to do. Because I have so much in my brain. I have so much in my brain, and and I just have to be like, nope, take a breath, take a breath, and take a break, and don't lose it. So I'm in my phone putting my notes in. I was making my list of things that I wanted to take over today for display stuff because I don't want to use stuff that I use for my other market displays. And we have the storage unit from my boutique almost all the way cleared out now. So I still had big tubs of like decorative stuff and everything in there, and display stuff, even like the smaller display type things. Um, so I weeded through a bunch of that stuff to incorporate it for more stuff to put like with this booth and stuff, so then I wouldn't have to use my other things that I usually display with. So you do a marvelous job at creating items. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So I am just glad to almost get this all the way cleared out and using what I have, not having to buy anything, um and it's looking cute. I mean, I've got it cute, so we'll see. I just have to get everything the rest of the way, laid out and done. So, but we don't need that storage unit. There, we just don't. I say we, me, has, I mean, I've just been lazy and I've not wanted to deal with it, and it's like, I've been reading Nehemiah. And I've been in Nehemiah for a while. I'm taking my time on Nehemiah. And I have very much learned a lot of things and know that I want to be a Nehemiah. So, um, God will make the time for you. Oh, yes, He will. So, I very much want to be even more of a go getter, a doer, staying the course, and when he asks me to do something, following through. And even though I tell him, no, I don't want to, do it anyway, you know? So, those types of things. So, that's where I'm at right now. And so, we have been getting things done. And it's been coming naturally. It's not like I've sat down and been like, okay, we're going to plan to do this today and that and whatever. It's just like things have just organically been happening, and that's amazing. That's wonderful. Um, so we have a local fostering, um, like thrift resale shop that is the town over the other direction from us. And I had originally went to another thrift, and they didn't need my displays or anything like like the big clothing rack display type things where you hang clothes on and stuff like that. That's big and bulky and heavy and all the things. And I had kept all those because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if something in the future. I didn't know, and I didn't know where to put them, and I didn't know who would want to buy them, and so they just got tucked away. And I really thought, oh, well, maybe somebody in the family, if they have a rummage sale, because I don't do rummage sales anymore at this juncture. In this many seasons of my life, I have not done rummage sales. I love rummage sales. I absolutely love them, but I just don't have time to do them. So that was another thing that floated in my mind. And they were still nice racks, and some were on, rollers and stuff like that. Well, the one place said they thought, they probably had enough, they didn't need them, but they turned me in the direction of this foster closet. So we went there and talked to them, and I mean, she was like, well, let me know how much they are and whatever. It's like, no, I just want to get rid of them. I want them to go somewhere that that they're going to be used, and that, you know, they're going to be useful. And then, so she got a hold of me and said, yeah, she'd take them. So she took all of them. And I was so happy because that took a lot of room in that storage unit. So now I have three displays in there that I need to try to find homes for or something. I wish that I could take my one it's like a 2-tier wooden display. It's big though, and it's handmade. It's made out of wood, heavy wood, and has like the iron legs and stuff, kind of like this uh, table, this door table has, and like the pipe legs. And very industrial, I love it, and I wish that I could put it in my display, in my booth to be, as a display, but there's no way. And I love her, and but I don't have a place for her. So that lady was going to possibly take it too, but they're getting ready to move to a bigger building because the building they were in, the people that own it are selling it. So I don't know if it'll be that they'll have more room in the other place that maybe they can take it. I don't know. Um, so she hasn't got a hold of me on that or anything. So I don't know. It's display stuff in there now. So I don't know. I'm gonna maybe have to try to put it up on Facebook, Marketplace. I don't know. I don't have much luck on the Marketplace thing. I put up things. Well, Whitney wanted me to put it up or just put it up on Facebook about we have these just junk mowers, and people around here tinker. Even if it's some kid that just wants something to tinker on, to learn about stuff and whatever. It was just, they're free, come and get it. I had people from 5 states over. Oh, do you still have those lawnmowers? And it's like, well, I really doubt that you're going to drive 800 miles to come and get some lawnmowers. So I just put it up on my personal Facebook thinking it would just be more local. I had one local person that kept messaging me about it. They never nothing. So we're just gonna have to take them to the recycle something to the, I don't know what we're gonna do, the junkyard something. And because Whitney, he's been the machine shed and everything, he's got it all cleaned up and organized and done. They got the chicken thing done, the chicken coops all done and looking nice. The ladies are loving it, and Rocky. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way things are just kind of evolving and things are falling into place and staying on it. So now if I could just finish up getting through all of my stuff in my house again, because it's been probably 2 years since I went through and done my minimal thing that I do every year, but it's been 2 years since I've done it, and I can tell. I mean, everything still has a place, but it's like, okay, I really need to go through stuff. So, yeah. Because I don't like being overran by stuff. And I know once I get all of my stuff moved to the basement, to my office yarn area, my creating haven, then it'll be much better too. And everything will have a place there. Because right now, oh my, I should show you guys what all this looks like right now because of going through everything. Because of having to do everything today and going through stuff and whatever, I'm like, yeah. It's crazy. But the thing is, the majority of this stuff does have a space too, but it just hasn't been put away. And so that's why I did start at least using like a little divider organizer thing to put some of my stuff in that I know whenever I'm putting things together, then it's all right here. So yeah, it's just, I feel like it's chaos. But it's contained chaos. It's just like right here. And even with where I crochet in the living room, I put everything up every night. I cleaned that all up and put all my stuff away before I even came in here to start doing anything with the live tonight. Because I just feel better. I just feel so much better knowing that everything is put away and I can go back to it later. Sammy is watching a feral cat hunting bugs and such outside. Aw. He's rather judgmental about it. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, if you want the orange or tangerine, it's over here. You should see our spare room, my parents' stuff, grandparents, kids, and my craft stuff. Yeah, oh, Patty. I used to have one of those rooms. I used to have one of those rooms, and that's whenever I decided that it's like, okay, now's the time, and I went at it like gangbusters and just started going through stuff. It's been probably 6, 7 years ago, and in my basement, oh my gosh, I had it somewhat organized down there once upon a time, and then it just went nuts again. So I got everything going through and all of that stuff, and really was like going minimal for us, for what, and then after I got the basement all done and everything, then I totally redid the basement, and it's all done now. Um, so yeah, I know what those spaces look like. I used to have them. I used to have two of them. And I am so glad now, because it was just extra stuff that we didn't even need, that I'm holding on to for whatever reason. And even whenever we moved into this house, and we've been in this house, Sam is 27, and he was 4. Were you 4 when we moved in here?
4 or 5.
That's what I was thinking. So we've been here that long. And so yeah, it's like, if I didn't need it in that time period, then I don't need it, He's standing on his hind legs, giving it a look. Aw. No, you didn't hear Luna. She's not in here. She's in the shower. You probably heard Sam. He's over there eating 5 pounds of beef. I made Korean beef tonight, and he and I can devour that stuff like nothing. And Whitney actually enjoyed it too. I was surprised. I didn't know, but oh my gosh, you give us some of that Korean beef, it'll be gone tonight probably. Oh, it won't. He said no, so I was hoping that we'd have enough for tomorrow, but okay. But I had so much furniture stuff that I had kept, because I was like, oh, but the kids, when they move out, they may want it. And, and it did. I mean, and they took some stuff, some extras that I just sent to the basement, because I didn't know whenever we redid the basement what I'd want to keep, what I'd want to get rid of. And oh my gosh, it was just, and then all my craft stuff that I'd kept through all the years. And it was, and all the kids' stuff, their sporting stuff they had, all their school stuff. I mean, because I just never got rid of stuff. I just, and I didn't have time to. I was working full time. They were on the go all the time. Whitney, he was gone all the time with work, and stuff. So it just, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. And now I am so glad it's not. I have stuff in the basement too. I'm ready to get rid of my antiques now. My dad made lamps. I have tons of lamps. I'm finally ready to let go. Yeah. And you know what, Patty? The one thing that was so hard for me to go through, and I put it off, and I put it off, and I put it off, going through my kids' stuff. Like things that you have attachment to, like with the lamps with your dad, And I just didn't want to go through some of those memories of like, okay, do I keep this? Do I not keep this? Is there, And so what I did, I just got memory boxes, and I set one on each side of me as I went through things that were something significant. Then they went in those boxes, and those are in the basement now. So if and when they ever want to take it, they can go through it. And if they want to check the whole box, that's fine. But things that were kind of significant to them at different times, and things that were kind of sentimental to me a little bit. And oh boy, it was not as hard as what I thought it would be. I mean, I had some tears, but it wasn't near as hard as what I was making it. It was just committing to doing it, and holding it off and not doing it was making it harder, if that makes sense. So, oh no, is it storming? I want some beef too. It's not storming yet, but she knows it's coming. I mean, because it was to the north of us earlier, so I don't know that we're really necessarily going to get anything right now. But as the night goes, and I'm not in a whole lot of pain or anything, but I can definitely tell my knees are kind of. I told Whitney earlier, I was like, I've been like being so pain free, and I was like, we're gonna get some weather because my knees are bothering me. Because I changed up and have changed everything in my diet again and whatever, and have just been strict and just being. I am just in a different frame, in a different place, frame of mind, place, everything, and so it's like, you know what, I need to get back. I need to get back to me, and I have very much so. So going gluten free, every time I go completely gluten free, I am pain free. And it's like, why in the world do I ever want to have another anything with gluten in it? The kids took 0 on furniture I had. Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, there was only a few pieces, maybe. And I mean, they took their beds, which Sam is back now. He left twice and came back twice, and that's okay. Um, but then of course then they were looking for furniture, and it's like, well, I've got furniture, but I understand, I get it, you don't want your mom's hand-me-downs, but for a while we had hand-me-downs from my parents because we couldn't afford brand new furniture. And so whenever they got rid of their old furniture to get new, I was like, I'll take it, it's still in good shape, I'll take it. So their furniture was my new furniture for a while, and then we were able to get something and got rid. Well, I did keep a love seat and put downstairs because it's still in good condition. The kids sleep on it and stuff whenever they're here, watching movies downstairs or whatever. We still do have one of them, and have one of the coffee table, well, two of the coffee tables that are down there that are decent, that I painted black and stuff, and it looks pretty snazzy. So I'm all about reusing and everything. So we didn't have to buy any furniture for down there. And my rocking chair that I bought whenever I had, say, a Seth, whenever I was pregnant with him for his nursery, I have that rocking chair still downstairs. It's a glider. And because I wondered if the boys would maybe want that at some point. No, they didn't, and I understand. They have a really nice glider rocker at their house. So, but then we were looking for another, we were thinking about getting a sectional or doing something different on that. Well, then Seth, he was moving and didn't have room for his big, huge sectional that he had. And so I was like, I'll take it. And he was like, you can have it. So, but then we were able to afford and get us some new furniture, nice furniture, and this is the first probably new furniture that we've had in forever. So they have the big sectional now, which I wish I still kind of had the sectional sometimes, because I feel like I had more room with my sectional. But they have enough room now, and they have way more people at their house than we do. So yeah, it's become useful, though, at different times. I'm thinking, let someone else share in my past joys. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Patty. Hey, JD, how are you? We started out on all used furniture and still using some of it. Yeah, whenever I moved out, every single thing I got was from rummage sale. And even after we got married, I would go to auctions and rummage sales and everything. I mean, my dishes, everything, my cooking stuff. I mean, I pretty well had everything whenever we got married and everything, because I'd already been living on my own anyway. But yeah, I mean, and I don't need brand new. If I can find something that's used, that, I mean, whatever, I mean, I'm all for it. Also, I don't remember me having. It was two. I know what you mean. I have a ball of yarn from. And the thing is, they just don't make things like they used to either, you know? So the things that I do have that have stood the test of time, I really don't want to get rid of. I really don't. And I have that Revere wear. I didn't know that was a thing, but somebody was talking about Revere wear and how I think it's, oh, who, for Betty G something. I don't remember now. She's like in Tennessee that I watch, and I love her. But anyway, um, she very much likes more like the retro type stuff and whatever, and she was talking about Revere wear. And so I had messaged, or I'd put a message or whatever, and I was like, I still have my Revere wear from whenever we got married, because I remember we got a set for, I think it was for my bridal shower, and several pieces in it, and I still have all of them, and they are in perfect shape. I love it. I love my Revere wear. And I have some other pots and pans too, but I no, not ever parting with that. I've not had any trouble with it. It's amazing stuff. Amazing cookware. I don't know how much it costs now or anything. And I think it would, it is more of an expensive, maybe, at least at one time. But yeah, it's good stuff. A friend that passed away, she was very old. I probably started using it. I hear you. I hear you, Sammy, because that's the thing. I have some stuff. I had some stuff from both of my great aunts that were both crocheters, and I use some of like their crochet hooks and stuff. I do use that stuff, but there were like remnants of some of the yarns and things like that that I got, and I was the same way. It was like, oh, I don't want to. I don't want to. You'd think it was worth gold now, right? My couch is a 70-year-old sofa bed and a tank. You had it recovered. Oh, wow. Oh, Patty. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know how much any of that would be, and I would certainly not probably go and buy it. you know? But I am glad that I do have it, and I'm glad that I kept it. But even whenever I went through and doing the minimal thing and going through the cabinets and all that kind of stuff and going through the closets, and I still had cookware and dishes and stuff from when we got married that I had never opened. And like my dishes that I got as a wedding present, the whole, the set, how we used to always do, have the big registry with your, tableware set and all that. And I had it, never used it. And it was like, nope, we're using it. Um, I'm down to two bowls. And I have my plates and I have my little saucer plates. Um, I'm not sure where my coffee cups are. I think I did tuck those away maybe. But I think it's that, is it Farber? I don't remember what it is. But anyway, it was some whatever back in the day brand, that was supposed to be oh so great or whatever. And anyway, thinking, oh yeah, it's not supposed to break, it's not supposed to, maybe whatever. Yeah. I think after I got it out, I broke one bowl. I think Sam maybe has either lost or broke a bowl. But I at least still have my plates. So, solid oak frame. Oh, awesome. Auctions sell Revere ware high money. Yeah, and the way I was understanding it, I mean, it is expensive stuff. Oh, Mango, how are you doing? I am so happy to see you. I started flipping out when I figured out you started a live. Yeah, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I just packed my dishes up for donations. Yeah, I had a lot of extra glasses that were glasses that nothing didn't mean anything. I got rid of. Um, but nothing, I mean, things were like that type of stuff I kept. And there were some dishes that, are antique that I did keep. And just some stuff that were more decorative that was, I mean, I thought they were cute and I liked them and my taste has changed and stuff like that. And so it was stuff that were baking stuff, but I never felt safe enough to really bake in them. I don't know if they were just decorative so I got rid of them because it was like, no, they're just taking space in my cabinet and they never come out. And I want somebody that's going to use them and appreciate them and like them and whatever. How have you been? I have been good, Mango. I have been good. I hope you're doing good. I'm just glad that you popped in. I've just been sitting here yakking for about 45 minutes. I don't know. Probably everybody's probably wondering, are you going to take a breath? You're on summer break, yes. Fun, nice. I bet you're excited. Oh, going to Louisiana soon. Awesome. I would like to go to the Carolinas this summer, but I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how things are going and all that. Gas prices, all that. What I really want to do is go to the Billy Graham Library Museum thing. That's where I want to go. And Whitney very much likes Billy Graham too. And I would love to go there. Yes, it is very humid here too, Patty. Very humid. Whitney and I were unloading the truck there at the venue. I'll call it venue, whatever. And oh my gosh, it was so hot. It was so hot. And we weren't even working that hard. It's like all you had to do was stand out and stand outside and you felt like a wet dishcloth. Oh, yeah, hurricane season. Need to learn jazz for Louisiana. Learn jazz. Oh my gosh, Patty, the eggs. The eggs. And we only have 4 females. I mean, we only have 4. And so, oh my. But the leghorns, they lay a lot of eggs, I guess. I think that's right. I think that's what I read. Excuse me, that they are big layers. So And our eggs are huge. They are huge. Now, we have one that's laying white eggs, and they usually stay pretty steady of kind of a medium egg. But the others, honking big eggs. But I think it's just the breed, you know. So I am like giving eggs away whenever the kids come and we've got a surplus. I mean, I've been sending 3, 4 dozen with them sometimes. I think I sent 3 dozen with my brother and his family. I sent extra eggs with Annie for her sister, 2 dozen, I think is what I sent for her. So yeah, and I have another probably 6 dozen over here. And we eat eggs and I use eggs. And we'll go through spurts where we wouldn't be able to keep enough eggs. And now it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm about egged out. So we maybe have to start selling them. I don't know. And if we're planning on getting more chickens, I mean, really, that has kind of been our thought that, I mean, if we did go ahead and get more chickens and have the room to do it and whatever, then to sell the eggs. So we'll see. But yeah, we're getting the eggs. We are. 8.99 times 2 equals 17.98 minus 20%. 384. Now tell me you didn't get paid well for one pattern, but they're worried about the money we make off of it. I know, isn't it? I am with you. I have already done the math. I've already done the math so many times, Lenora, and it's true. I mean, with what they're saying about that, that's just crazy. That's crazy talk. I mean, because there is no way, and like we said, whenever we were talking about it amongst ourselves, after that, you know, no, not one of the patterns that I have ever bought have I made 14,000, almost $15,000 off of. You know, it's crazy, crazy. And I mean, and she's right. You make the pattern once, you write the pattern once, you type it out once, you put it up, whatever. You're not out anything. Your time, but your time, the price of your time doesn't change. I mean, so, and I mean, I don't know. And and I don't think I'd even feel any more different if I was a pattern creator. And the thing is, I have patterns that I have created, but I've just chosen not to put them up or to try to sell them or to whatever. I mean, I, I don't know. I know that I wouldn't be any different about it, and it would just, I think it's a lot of it is turned into greed, and I don't like that. I've prayed on that for me from back whenever I started with nail tech and stuff and starting my career. I was like, Lord, do not ever let me get greedy, and if I do, take me out. Don't ever allow any of that to be for me to get greedy. And I'm so done with crocheting hair. Oh, Mango. Yeah, we've been talking about crocheting hair too. It's not my favorite either. Do you have cartons? I sent over 100 cartons to a friend. I had cartons, but my people aren't returning my cartons, so now I have no cartons. I was even thinking about ordering some off of Amazon. I can't finish one of my projects because of the hair. Aw, that one just popped up. My dumb self thought that cartoons was cartoons. Oh my gosh. You'd have to work at a 9 to 5 job to make that much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. because you see all these patterns that they have made and how many times they have been downloaded and everything, and it is crazy. I mean, if you go through each pattern that they've ever put up, I mean, it just blows my mind how much. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Got any grapes? Like crocheted grapes? Or what? What are you talking about, Travis? Well, I just got finalist with my new team. Yeah, if she hates it, she isn't going to share it. Is it something that's on your channel, Travis, or is it something that's just on YouTube somewhere? And is it going to be something that's stuck in my head that I'm going to be like, I shouldn't have done that? Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to find it. God, yeah. It's just a duck wanting grapes. Okay. I'd never heard of it. Well, Patty, the challenge is birds for June, but I've not been following through with it very good because I've been making all this other stuff because I got on a kick, an obsession, and but no, I have made a few birds, but I'm going to have to get back on the bird making. But I'm also been trying to get stuff made for the Christmas in July market that I have coming up. So you know I'm going to, though. You know I will, Lenora. Clean your room. Well, there you go. You can do that. Mango can clean her room, and we can make that, or we can make birds. Because I do need to get some more chickens done. And I need to get more ducks done. Like the Jeep ducks. I need to be getting on that heavy. Because excuse me, I don't want to wait till the last minute because October's going to be here, like in snap of a finger. So I know, Patty, and that's awesome though. That is amazing. Golden Stitches has really cranked some out, but I don't know how many. Has she put them up on her thing, Patty? Or not Patty, gosh dang it. Lenora? $14 months, gee whiz. We'll have to go and check it out. I'll tell her she can make for me. She can make it for me. Oh, the loaf cats. Those loaf cats are pretty cute. And those bun cats, I've made those bun ones too, and they are so cute and so easy to make too. Well, I made that one little eagle. Didn't really look like an eagle, but it looked more like an owl. But I made an attempt. It was another one of those patterns that I had that I've been holding on to that I hadn't done. I mean, he was still cute though. So yeah, I'd like to see your eagles. So has any interesting happened in your guys' life? Oh boy. Johnna, have you ever checked on the Pokemon conventions to sell stuff? I would not be able to sell Adam, Travis. What's the purpose of hacky sacks? Oh, yeah. But no, Travis, I wouldn't be able it because of copyright stuff. Hacky sacks get kicked back and forth person to person. Yep. Yeah, because at those conventions, you have a higher probability of, yeah, getting told that you can't do it, and probably as soon as you would set anything out, they would tell you you would have to leave. So. Yeah, Pokemon, Nintendo stuff, everything, they're pretty strict on a lot of their stuff for the most part. I mean, but too, unless, I mean, I don't have my stuff like up online and selling it there or anything. So something tells me Travis used to be good at hacky sag back in the day. Well, he might have been. He just doesn't want to admit it, maybe. I don't know. I never got into the hacky sack thing. I mean, I remember kids having them and stuff, but my kids never even either, so. She's Ubering? So she's doing the Uber stuff. Have you ever jumped on a pogo stick? Yes, I have. Could I now? No. Well, I went, no, I went off for a minute. Well, went off for a second there. Whitney and I have not been dashing for the last week or so because it's so, I mean, it's so saturated, but we have so many teachers and so many students, everything that are like off work, home from college, all of that. It's next to impossible. I mean, we sat one day at the beginning of this when we decided, okay, we're slowing it up for a while. Um, we sat for 2 hours, didn't have anything. And normally we're like boom, 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 and getting double, triple orders, you know. And but so we've not been doing that. Ubering people on a pogo stick. That'd be interesting. But I have a feeling once things kind of start dying down as far as like school and stuff like that, and kids being home more and their parents being at work possibly, or just kind of summer schedules, you know, it'll probably start picking back up again, and we'll start doing it again, even though it irritates me with some of their stuff. But oh my gosh, you can make really good money if you hit it right, you know. I've been driving her, but I had things to do today, making pretty good on it. Yeah, and I have the Uber, but it's Uber Eats, and I haven't tried really doing it. I'm too afraid to do the Ubering of driving people. No pogo sticks. One of the best stories ever was my son thinking he could do it with no hands. Oh my gosh. I think he laid there for 20 minutes. I about peed my pants laughing. Oh my gosh. That, oh boy, that's funny. Uber pogo. The mental images are very funny. Do you guys have good eye-hand coordination? I used to really have good eye-hand coordination, but now probably not. Oh boy, it's 10 o'clock. I need to get off of here, but guys. I just looked at the clock and I was like, ay, ay, ay. Oh, my nose itches. Oh, there's a train. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for now, guys. I don't want to, but I need to. She's just doing the Uber Eats, but we figured out that the Walmart ones are a trick. They want you to deliver like two or three, and it's a ton of stuff. Yes, Travis, with the Spark. Yeah, because I mean, there you can. Yeah, it's a deal, and you got to be really careful. Because I really thought about doing it, but it ended up that paperwork of mine with my social security card and all that, I never got it changed. And so they flagged me for that. So until I get my social security card changed to my married name, I can't I can't do it. So which is fine because I've heard too many things, I think. But people can make some pretty good money doing it, I think. Um but yeah, like the Uber Eats and stuff like that, I think you make pretty good money off of it too. So, and where you guys live, I'm sure probably is not too bad. But yeah, you have to really watch out with that Spark thing. Why you want to leave us 10? It's 8 for me. I got to get up at 4 o'clock. That's why, let's just say, when he went up the pogo stick twisted, he's been banned ever since. Yeah. I've got to get to bed too. Have a wonderful night. Be blessed. Love you all. Well, thank you, Sammy. Same to you. Thanks for the chat. Many blessings. Well, thank you, Patty, for being here with me. Yeah, yeah, you're an hour ahead of us, Trav. Yeah, I gotta go. I don't want to be dragged back to the pits of hell. My only hope. Oh, well, there you go, Josie. You decided to pop in now, huh? I'm glad you're here, but I'm getting ready to get off, so. And you know what? You owe something. We'll talk about that later. Have a great night, everyone. Yes, Travis, you too. Yes, talk to you later, Lenora. I got you, Grace. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. It's been fun, and I needed this tonight. So anyway, we'll look forward to seeing you again. So I love y'all. You guys have a great night. We'll talk again soon. Bye.